it's Mopar day again. Hank and I are going to finish welding the floors in here. That way we can start working on the rest of the interior. So sit back, grab a drink, and relax and watch. So I don't claim to be a welder, but I have a welder, and I can lay down the best bubble yum with the rest of them, but these will be solid and functional, and that's all I really care about. They don't need to be pretty for me. Alright, now we're going to turn off the lights in the garage here, and we're going to shine a light underneath the floor pan here and just make sure any holes that I have, I've got them sealed up, and I'll weld them shut if I see any daylight through them. So I'm going to bring you along for this. It's going to be dark, but you'll see the daylight coming through. Alright, I only see a couple holes. A few, not many. Let's get them sealed shut. Okay, I have a couple of spots in the floor that are really thin that I don't want to weld because it'll just keep blowing open. I'm going to do a little old trick they used to do on old cars like this to fix bodywork, and that was solder. I did it on my truck bed, on the one fender, and it's held up really well. You can't even tell where it's at, and it's holding well. So I'm going to try it with this floor, and we'll see how it goes. Yes, love. I know. Oh, no, not at all. I'm trying an old trick. Body work by solder. You can see here after the solder job, and I ground down the solder after that, I now have a nice flat surface, and it's pretty solid. This Eastwood Rust Encapsulator Plus is what I'm going to use on the floors of the car. After I get the seat brackets made, I'm also going to do the seat bracket with this as well. This will seal up the floor as well as keep additional rust from forming, and this should give us a nice coating on the floor for the carpet to go over. Okay, now with the floors done, I moved on to the seat harnesses. Actually, the only harness is the driver's seat because the passenger seat is not power. So in this video here, I'm de-pinning the harness because there's only 2 wires that I need. Next step's going to be the seats before I coat the floor. I want to get my seat brackets made before I do that. So I have to use this wood right now to space up the seat and get the measurements that I need to make a seat bracket. I have to bring the seat up kind of high because of the transmission tunnel. As you can see, it goes right between the 2 seats and raises pretty high. So that's the next step. I have to get some metal after I get my measurements, and we'll make a bracket. So there we have the back mount. It's a little crooked at the moment. I'll straighten that up. But this should pull towards the bracket anyway whenever I tighten it up. And it will probably flex the floor a little bit to meet to it as well. But I would say it's not so bad for just in the garage work. Kind of rat rodish. Alright, now we need to mark holes for where this is going to mount to through the floor. Then I can get through the side to put bolts down through. That should do. Alright, tighten up the bolts in here that I just drilled the holes for to get the back right mount. It is a little challenging getting in here with the wrench to get these, but it's not impossible. And it's not something I plan on taking out probably ever once I get everything situated here. I'll probably take them out one more time just to coat underneath here with some of that rust preventative compound, and also when I do the floor. So I'll probably have these out one more time after this, and that's it. Alright, back right mount is in. And in case you were wondering, I'm using the existing holes in the floor that have reinforcement underneath and also nuts welded there that I'm actually threading these bolts into. So this is nice and solid. It's not going anywhere. Now we'll make this to here. I'll drill this hole and then we'll get the back of the seat bolted in. Making sure we're lined up still really good. I'm pretty happy with that and pretty happy right there. Now I can mark my hole and drill that down through. I'm hoping that this fits in there. That slides in there perfectly. That'll be what this bolt goes through to tighten up to the bracket. So let's get her done. And I'm just going to drill this right on the car. Fold my seat back up here and get it out of the way again. Stepper bit for the win again. I found the dull spot on my stepper bit from when I did the truck bed. So what I'm going to do, I think, is what I'm going to do, is actually, or maybe I'll just tack the nut inside. Center it where I want it, which is right about there. Let's tack this nut in there. There we go. That's not going anywhere. Now, we have one mount done. We can actually mount the back of the seat here now. So let's do that and see how that looks. Back into position, right about so. I like that. I'm happy with that. In case you were wondering, this bolt is a little worn. And I'm doing this way wrong. Coming in with a wobble extension. There we have one mount finished. Only 7 more to go. So that's going to do it for part 3 of the Plymouth series. Looking closer at the mount that I made, I don't think this is the route that I want to go. I think I'm actually going to make a tubing seat base and weld support legs to the bottom to bolt to the original holes in the floor and gussets to the top to mount the seat to. I think it'll look more professional, but if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more of the Plymouth series, please like this video and subscribe to my channel, and happy wrenching.